Hi, it's Darlene Downing, and welcome back to your video tutorial series, Loving Your Life Every Day. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the third step in my attitude of gratitude formula. But before we do that, let's take a quick journey and review where we've been so far. In video 1, I revealed to you the first step in the formula, which is to appreciate yourself. We talked about how we actually teach others how to treat us. And so if we would like to have others treat us differently, it requires that we treat ourselves differently. In video 2, you received step number 2, which is to give appreciation to others. This is based on the concept that we are invited to give to others that which we wish to receive for ourselves, and that it creates a flow of giving and receiving. If you didn't have an opportunity to watch either video 1 or video 2, I encourage you to pause this one now and go on down to the links that are below and check those out first, and then come on back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the third step in the attitude of gratitude formula that I have personally used to consciously create a life I love day to day. Truthfully, this has been the most challenging one for me to play with. But I can tell you that if you're game, like I was, in trying it on, for me, it has been extremely liberating. So I hope that gets you excited. Step number 3 is appreciate everything. This principle is based on the idea that we can see value in everything that happens in our lives, and we can appreciate the gift that it gives us in both the highs and lows that we experience every day. In this step, I'm going to ask you to stretch yourself and to go beyond appreciating just what you think is good, and play with the possibility that you could actually find something to appreciate about those things that you may think are bad. This is not for the faint of heart, my friend. It will definitely stretch you. Yet, if you're willing to play and to give it a go, I promise you that it has the potential to shift your energy in a big way. I've discovered that the true masters of living a life they love are able to do this regularly. They know that nothing is an accident. Ultimately, that everything has a purpose and is there to provide an opportunity for growth and evolution. If you are successful at applying this in your own life, you will find that you can dance with circumstances or situations that at first seem bad, and you'll be able to turn it around and experience the gift that it actually provides. You'll no longer be on the treadmill of chasing pleasure and avoiding pain. You'll be able to embrace each day and really live a life you love every day. So, are you ready? Are you willing to play? I'm going to invite you now to take a few minutes and grab that paper and find that comfortable spot. You know the routine. Settle in and bring to mind 5 things that are going on in your life right now that you could just make disappear. It could be something as simple as I'm not happy with the clutter on my desk, to I'm not happy with the relationship I have with my mother-in-law. Just a note here, I'm going to invite you to keep this personal to you. Choices that you make. To give you an example of what I'm talking about, what I'm inviting you to not do is, let's say you would write down, I'm not happy about the boy that my daughter is dating. So that would be an example of wanting to change someone else's choice. So for this exercise, I'm inviting you to stay strictly with what you can control personally with your own choices and stay away from attempting to control what other people's choices are. So, not happy with the desk, I'm not happy with the relationship that I'm in, but it would be specific to you. Alrighty, so think of those 5 things that if you had a magic wand, you just make them disappear. Why don't you pause the video here for a minute while you do this, and I'll see you soon. Awesome, so you have your 5 things. I'm going to invite you to take a look at the first one and say to yourself, I wonder what's right about this that I'm not getting. Just get curious with it. I wonder what could possibly be right about this situation or experience that I'm not getting. I'm inviting you to open up to the possibility that there actually could be something good that you can find in the situation, rather than it seem bad. Just to open up space for another possibility to show up. I'm not suggesting that you actually have an answer to what's right about it right now in this moment. It's an invitation to consider that there possibly could be something there that's right about it. I'll give you an example from my own life. Several years ago, my husband lost his job unexpectedly in corporate America, and he wound up retiring earlier than we thought he would. When he was working, he was not home very much. He would go to work at 6 a.m. in the morning, and he would usually get home like at 7 p.m. He traveled a lot. He just wasn't around a lot. And when he was working, I was primarily the solo parent for our 2 girls as far as guidance and discipline was concerned. So when he retired unexpectedly and now he was home, he was now interested in being involved in all of the decisions that were made regarding parenting our girls. Now, you have to understand, the girls and I, we had a routine, we had our flow, and I was really accustomed to making all the decisions for them. And then all of a sudden, he wanted to be part of it. And honestly, I was just not real happy with having to run everything by him first. This was a new one for me. So I was really pretty annoyed with the whole thing. And that was my opportunity to ask, what's right about this I'm not getting? What I found that was right about it, and there were a lot of things that were right about it, was that for the first time, we were co-parenting again after many years. He had not been available to be a parent, and I had taken on that responsibility. He was the primary breadwinner for our home. He was bringing in the bacon, and I was taking care of the girls with their guidance and their discipline. But now we were able to co-parent together, so that was awesome. I got an opportunity to see a different point of view on what choices could be made with our girls as we were guiding them. And then also, my husband wound up having a much deeper relationship with our girls as a result of it. And that's just truly a gift. So that's an example in my own personal life of a time when I was not happy with the situation and it was totally wrong. But then when I played with the other possibilities of what could be right about it, these are what showed up. Now, if you can't come up with something that's right about whatever you'd like to disappear right now, I get that, I understand. Another way you can play with it is just to go back and reflect at some other time in your life when you felt challenged, where you felt something was totally wrong in your life. But then in hindsight, you see that it was actually one of the greatest gifts that you could have been given. So just to hold that in your awareness as you play with this. So whatever is currently not working in your life that you wish you could just wave that magic wand, just entertain the possibility that there could be something right about it. The reason I shared that personal experience with you is I wanted you to know that I have had my own struggles with this, and I have applied this principle, and I have received great benefit from it, and it has changed how I felt about the situation, along with changing my relationship with my husband. So I wanted just to give that to you as an example. So play with this. So what's right about this situation or this circumstance that I'm not getting? Whatever it is that's going on in your life, good or bad, when you're able to play with this third step, appreciate everything, amazing things can happen. If you're willing to stretch yourself and look for what you can appreciate in everything each day, when life is great, when life is so-so, and when life is challenging, then you're given an opportunity to embrace all of life, each moment. It allows you to get off that treadmill of chasing pleasure and avoiding pain, and it truly does free you from suffering. This isn't to say that you won't have pain, because you probably will, but no longer will you need to suffer. You'll be able to find the gift in everything. Well, this concludes our third video in this series, Living a Life You Love Every Day. I hope that you have received value from what we've been doing together over these last few videos, and that was truly my intent, to share with you what I've learned on the journey in the hopes that it supports you. I would love to hear from you. If you've got any comments or feedback that you'd like to share, please reach out. It's been a pleasure to have this time with you, and I thank you so much for inviting me into your life in this way. It's my sincere desire to enrich and inspire your life with these videos, and I hope to connect with you soon. Here's a final few words to you from my heart. You matter. Your dreams matter. You living your best life possible matters. You deserve it, and you can absolutely live a life you love. My wish for you is that you live in the fullest expression of your love, your light, and your gifts. From my heart to yours. Bye for now.